Dino Dana fans, it's me. Welcome to Dino Dana's Lost Egg. When a mysterious egg washes up on shore, Dino Dana and her family rush to care for it before time runs out. But will they be able to save the baby Dino inside? Let's dig into it. The sun was shining and the waves were crashing as Dino Dana and her family walked along the beach. Her dad, Joe, was whistling a jaunty tune while he searched for interesting shells and rocks. Dana and her mom, Wendy, were more interested in the huge green egg that had washed up on the beach. The tide must have brought it in overnight. Wow, it's so big, Dana said, carefully tilting it with her foot. Careful, honey, Wendy said, rushing over. We don't want it to crack. Joe came over and crouched beside them. It looks like it might have come from a giant bird, he said, looking closely at the shell. Kind of like an ostrich egg, only greener. Can we take it home? Dana asked hopefully. I don't know, sweetheart, her mom replied. It's probably best to leave it here. Whoever it hatched from might be looking for it. Just then, a huge cry echoed across the beach. A small brown head popped up from behind the rock. Help! Help! It cried. My egg, it's gone. Has anyone seen my egg? Over here, Dana called. She pointed to where the egg lay in the sand. The little brown head perked up, and the creature scrambled closer. It was about the size of a puppy and covered in soft brown feathers. It had bright orange eyes and a long thin beak. And then Dana noticed its tail. It had a long tail just like a dino, only feathered. Hi there, Dana said. Are you lost? I'm Dino Dave, the little creature said. And yeah, I'm a little lost. This was my egg. Can you help me find it? Dana looked over at her parents who were watching Dino Dave with fascination. Mom, Dad, can we please help him find his egg? Please? I guess we can try, Joe said, smiling at how cute Dino Dave was. But it won't be easy. That egg is huge. How are we gonna roll it all the way back to your nest? I have an idea, Dana said. She got to work gathering some large flat stones, which she arranged in a row. Then she went back to the egg and started to push it, rolling it slowly down the stones. Dino Dave followed close behind, flapping his wings excitedly. Good job, Dino Dave, Dana cheered. You're a great pusher. They made it a little ways down the beach before the egg stopped moving. Uh-oh, Dana said, frowning. It looks like we need a bigger slide. Joe picked up a large flat piece of driftwood and set it down at the bottom of the rock ramp, making a longer slide. All right, Dino Dave, Joe said. Ready for another go? Dino Dave nodded eagerly, and they started pushing the egg again. This time it rolled all the way down the beach and into the shallow water. Dana and her family followed closely, making sure not to let the egg get wet. We almost made it, Dana panted, but they still had to get the egg over a large rock in the shallows. Dino Dave took charge, flapping his wings and pushing the egg with his beak. Come on, egg, we can do it, he shouted. Together they pushed and shoved the egg over the rock and onto the soft sand on the other side. Yay, Dana cheered. We did it. She watched as Dino Dave hurried over to the egg and nuzzled it with his beak. He chirped softly, and after a moment, a tiny crack appeared on the egg's surface. Dana gasped. Was it really going to hatch? The rest of Dino Dave's family arrived soon after and crowded around the egg, chirping and clapping. Oh, it's going to hatch, Dana said excitedly. Let's move back and make some room, Joe said, guiding his family farther back on the beach. The little chick inside the egg started to wiggle around, and the egg started to shake. It's hatching, Dana whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. A loud cracking sound echoed across the beach as the egg split open. Out popped a fluffy brown chick. It shook itself and let out a tiny chirp before wobbling over to Dino Dave. Look at him, Dana breathed. He's so cute. Dino Dave nuzzled his little brother and sister and led them over to their mom and dad. The whole family huddled together, chirping happily. Thank you for helping us, Dino Dave said to Dana and her family. I don't know what we would have done without you. It was no problem, Dino Dana said, smiling. I had so much fun. Me too, her dad agreed. This has been an amazing day. As the sun started to set, it was time for Dana and her family to go home. They waved goodbye to Dino and his family, who were already settling into their nest for the night. I'm glad we could help Dino and his family, Dana said as they drove home. Me too, her mom replied. It was such a nice surprise to find a lost egg on our walk this morning. I just hope it wasn't a dinosaur egg. Don't be silly, Mom, Joe laughed. Dinosaurs aren't real. Yeah, Dana said. Only dino birds are. They fell silent for a moment, each lost in thought. Suddenly, Dana sat up straight. Wait a minute, she said. If dinosaurs aren't real and dino birds are, does that mean I was wrong about the egg? Maybe it wasn't a dino bird egg at all. Maybe it was a dinosaur egg. Ankylosaurus eggs are green, just like the one we found. And Ankylosaurus are dinosaurs. Well, that's interesting, Joe said. But if it was a dinosaur egg, why didn't the baby dino look like an Ankylosaurus? It looked just like a dino bird. Good point, Dana admitted. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe it was a dino bird egg. We'll never know for sure, her mom said, smiling. But one thing's for certain, it was definitely a very special egg. As they pulled into their driveway, Dana looked up at the sky, already planning for the next day. I can't wait to tell my friends about Dino and his family, she said. Me too, her dad agreed. It's always fun to make new dino friends. And that's all for now. See you next time on Dino Dana.